Hi, this is former WWE superstar Simon Gotch, and you're listening to WNS.
You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source podcast. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or check us out on Facebook by searching WrestlingNewsSource.com or WNS Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube, Twitter, Stitcher, and iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast or WNS Podcast. Now being broadcast in over 45 different countries, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron, Tyler Abear, and Doug.
That's right. What's up, everyone? I'm Daniel Herron.
I'm Tyler Abear. I'm Doug.
And we welcome you to episode 333 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com.
Say it again.
333 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNSvideo, and on iTunes, Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. All you have to do is search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
The podcast is on Twitter at WNS Podcast. Daniel is at WNS_Daniel. Tyler is at Tyler_Abraham.
And double T.
There you go. So welcome to the show. Got lots to cover this week as we've got lots of feedback. We got Battleground to discuss, Raw, SmackDown, a couple hot topics as well.
You're in a good mood. You're bebopping.
I'm trying to keep myself awake.
By bebopping?
I'm not bebopping. What are you talking about? I'm like bobbing my head up and down, keeping my energy going.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably a bad thing. I'm using energy. It's going to make me more tired. Anyways, how you guys doing?
All right.
Yeah? Hanging in there?
Yeah.
Doing all right? Doing good? Bueno?
Yep.
See?
You see that that game that they're promoting, WWE Tap Mania?
I've seen it. I have yet to play it.
It sucks.
Does it?
Well, okay. That's for me. I'm not saying everyone else out there. I was talking to Doug about that earlier. The genre of tapping like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for other people. It's not for me. I like the graphics, I guess. Yeah, I guess you'd call it the graphics. The characters and stuff, like whoever drew them, each superstar, it looks pretty cool. But not for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Doug, how are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Anything interesting happening in your world?
No. You want me to stall? I mean, I don't know.
Seen any good movies lately?
I saw Spider-Man Homecoming. That's good.
When did you see that?
This past weekend?
Was it crowded?
No.
What, it's been out for 2 weeks?
It's been out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I still need to see that. Other than, no spoilers or whatever, but is there any other ties, like, other than, I know Iron Man's in it. Yeah, we all know that. But is there ties to, like, other things, like the other movies and stuff in there?
Yeah, I mean, just watch the movie. People want to
watch the movie and find out, sir.
Yeah. It's good. I don't know. That kid, I think that kid's a good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think he's like 100 times better than Andrew Garfield, and
See, I liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. I like Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker, but not Spider-Man.
I like Tobey Maguire fine. Like when it was coming out, I was like, this kid, Tobey Maguire's a good Peter Parker. He's a fine Spider-Man, and I like this kid more than I like Tobey Maguire, and I didn't like Andrew Garfield at all.
Yeah, I agree with Doug about that.
Cool. From what I saw in Civil War, he made an excellent Spider-Man. Like, I liked him as both.
Yeah.
So that's a double whammy.
I like his costume too. They ever explained the eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the movie's good. It's the best Spider-Man movie. So
good stuff. I'll have to make it sure to head to my local theater and check it out one day.
What was it? They said that it was confirmed about they're gonna make a Venom movie.
Yes.
And Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy will be playing Venom, I believe.
See how that goes.
Yeah, should be pretty good.
But I don't think it's the Disney Marvel universe. It's
That's
like
Sony.
Just Sony. So
Yeah.
It's separate.
Mm-hmm. So we'll have to check it out whenever it comes out. But like I said, we've got A lot of feedback this week. First bit of feedback we have is from Mad Dog 1715 from Twitter.
I like how you were like wanting us to stall out, and then whenever you got your shit up, you're like, okay, Tyler, shut up. So we can go.
I have more things.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Mad Dog can wait.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Comic-Con, man.
Oh,
all
yeah.
the stuff. Everyone's just throwing out their shit at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con.
Well, that's the place to do it.
Yeah. They have, there's a Thor, Ragnarok. I was interested in, the Preacher panel, Doctor Who panel.
I didn't see any of the panels.
I saw clips and stuff on the internet. I don't keep up with the whole news feeds and stuff. I just that's constantly showing it. I just catch bits and pieces. What else was there? I'm trying to think of the other
Justice League trailer.
Yeah, that was it. Did I ever ask you? Did you like Batman, the Superman, the movie?
I thought it was okay. I don't know. Doug, did you ever get to see that one?
I don't like any of the Snyder DC shit. I thought Wonder Woman was good and a step like the best one.
I've not seen Wonder
Woman.
Wonder Woman was really good.
Wonder Woman's good, and it's like the first DC movie that felt like not trying to be so fucking dark for the sake of being all dark and shit.
Yeah.
And I get that some people like to do the dark thing with Batman, but like they try to apply that like across everyone and it just doesn't work.
It's because he's Batman.
Well, I mean, it just doesn't work for people like Superman and shit. It just doesn't fucking work. And they totally missed the point of they missed the point of Superman the character when they try to do a lot of the shit they try to do. But Wonder Woman was really good and a step in the right direction. And I kind of wish they would just say fuck everything that came before Wonder Woman and start fresh. Like Wonder Woman counts and we're gonna go forward from there.
Yeah.
But
I may have asked this question a while back, but it's every Justice League member getting their own solo movie.
I know Cyborg is. I know Aquaman is. I don't know about the Flash. I haven't heard anything about the Flash. So,
who knows?
Not me.
When is Justice League coming out?
This year. End of the year.
November, something.
That, what else? Saw the stuff about the second Kingsman.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Can't think of anything else. Oh, this has something to do with wrestling. So you seen the I guess you call it Barbie dolls that they put out for.
I heard about it, but I didn't see the
that's pretty cool.
Photos or video of it.
I guess that's the first time they've ever done that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I know this sounds weird, but I kind of want to get some of them just to keep them, in the package and stuff. And hey, guess what? This is their first line.
First editions.
Yeah. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Go get you one.
Yeah.
Just don't play with it. Well, I mean, you can play with it. I don't care. Do what you want. You're a grown man. It's your money. Spend it how you want. Get two. One for in the box, one to play with.
Sure.
Yeah. Give one to your niece.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a role model.
Yep.
I want to grow up this. Sasha Banks. Purple hair.
Who did she like? She liked Bailey.
There you go.
And she kind of liked Charlotte, but she didn't refer to Charlotte because they kept on calling her the Queen. So she's like, why is the Queen the bad guy? Why is she bad?
She's a mean queen.
Mean queen.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Any other games? Oh, no, I only call it certain things. So yeah, that's all I have.
Cool. Well, let's go into the feedback.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Whatever.
I had to do that.
From Mad Dog 1715 saying, great podcast, guys. Regarding your U.S. title discussion, I heard WWE wanted one more big moment to add to AJ's new DVD. So interesting. Could be.
Is that too quick for AJ DVD?
It'll depend on what they are allowed to put on there.
I mean, they'll probably strike a. I mean, you said with the Kevin Owens stuff, they put ROH and other things. I mean,
yeah. I mean, they put video from ROH, but I'm sure they have some sort of deal. But
you can license footage.
Yeah.
So how would that work? I guess they would do that with TNA.
I mean, we've
If
seen
they
Dixie
want-
Carter in WWE programming, so it's not
she's
outside
no
the
longer with the
norm.
company.
Yeah.
She's divested and no longer with the company. The footage thing is different. They just pay money to license the whatever footage they want to show.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that. They don't have to, as long as they strike a deal, they can pay to license whatever footage they'll agree to license to them.
Because shit, man, how long was AJ in TNA?
Many years. 10? 11?
I don't know, man. For a long time, that's for sure.
Yeah. But thank you so much for the feedback. Next bit of feedback we're going to have is our good friend, Seth Rickson.
Hey, he's back. Is that a coincidence?
I think so. I think it's coincidence as to what happened
He listens to us
for
but
Battleground.
He has just
been gone for a while. You know, maybe the silent listener kind of thing of the show. But I find it odd that, you know, Great Khali disappears and he sort of fades away.
Are you trying to say Seth is the Great Khali?
I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know, Great Khali returns, Seth Rickson returns.
Are you saying that Great Khali posed as Seth and used us as a platform to promote
to
himself?
gain further popularity?
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying. It's interesting timing, Seth. Long time no see.
You're just saying that you've never seen the Great Khali.
I've never seen him in the same place before.
Same place before. Oh, shit.
So, who knows? But Seth says, with the awesome conclusion to Battleground, how hyped would you guys be if the WWE extends the Orton-Mahal feud? Would it not be great if they team up Orton with the Big Show? Imagine how great another Punjabi prison match with Mahal and Khali versus Orton and Big Show would be. Do you guys think this match should headline the next WrestleMania?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I think Big Show's on the Raw brand right now. So,
Well, WrestleMania is, you know, you can do cross promotion, I'm sure.
yeah, but I think where they're probably headed is that Orton is going to probably have a match or so with Khali, and that's how they're going to get him out of the title picture.
Yeah. Which I know you guys are super duper excited for.
I'm excited.
I mean, in all honesty, I thought it was cool when he comes out. And I
Yeah.
think it makes sense for him to be like just the muscle of the group.
I didn't think he's gonna wrestle or anything. I think he's just, you know, like you said, muscle.
I don't even need him to muscle. I don't even need him to muscle. I don't even need him to wrestle. I just like the idea of him just like, you know, waiting around and throwing some head chops. I mean, in all
I
honesty,
don't need him to wrestle either.
I'm not gonna, I mean, I'm not even being like cute or like ironic in saying that I think he's like a fit for the group. And I like that he's like with the group.
Yeah.
I hope that they like use him intelligently, and we'll see if they do. But I thought what he did was completely fine and cool, and I like him in the group. And I don't know, I just think it works for me. I don't have any problems with it. In all honesty,
In the group chat that you the three of us have, I unfortunately did not get to watch Battleground. I saw the first match, the New Day versus Usos, and that was it. But I did get your guys' reaction to what I assumed was the end of the pay-per-view, seeing as
You
how
thought it was coming.
I figured something was going down, and y'all said, "Oh shit," and then I figured, okay, it's probably Great Khali. And sure enough, the Great Khali returned, and we'll talk about it a little bit. He returned to help Jinder Mahal retain the WWE Championship.
Yep.
So, before the moment where Great Khali comes out, how was the match?
the match was fine. To be completely honest, it was a very weak show. The tag match with New Day and the Usos was very good.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the show was very bad, and the main event was fine with like a cool return ending. So I would say great opener, pretty solid closer with like a cool return to round out a stable. They're just a shit sandwich in the middle.
Yeah, I saw a lot of negative comments, a lot of negative reviews towards the pay-per-view saying the opening match was great. As far as the main event, no one could see what's going on because you've got two cages going.
Yeah, I can see that being a pain in the ass if you're there live.
Because it's like, dude, you paid all that money to be at the event live and you can't see what's going on. And like, you can barely see. But yeah, I heard the rest.
It's a thing that looks cool on TV, but I can imagine if I paid to be there and not being able to tell.
So there's a reason they don't do it that often.
That could be one of the reasons. Yeah, just I heard it was fairly poor, but we'll get to the rest of that in just a little bit. But thank you for the comment, Seth. We certainly appreciate it. Next comment we have is from Victor.
Victor!
Saying more and more fun stuff from the boys at WNS. Also, Tyler, I too have gotten into Kingdom Hearts collections. Damn, this story's crazy. But I do have a question for you guys after listening to how that asshole cameraman was focusing on that pilot's socks and sandals. I got curious. Is there a certain wardrobe style or type of clothing you feel is specific to you? I myself have always had to wear some type of jacket with a hood hanging down or a collar popping up, even in the summer. It just feels right. Thanks for always putting out such wonderful shows, guys. So thank you, Victor.
I don't think I have anything that's like that I feel is specific to me.
My style has changed, but for like the longest, and I still wear it. It was like my style. Like I loved Converses. I still love Converses.
Yeah.
But I can't walk all day in Converses. So
probably for me it's shorts, like jean shorts. I always wear those, and you'll normally see me in like a football jersey, just because I'm a big guy and. I mean,
I like t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like stuff with like stuff I like on it,
But I cannot for the life of me wear long sleeve stuff. It just annoys the heck out of me.
Well, during winter.
Nope. Even then. Like I'll wear a jacket sometimes, but as soon as I'm somewhere where I can take it off, I'm going to. I hate long sleeves. I hate long pants. They just annoy me. I cannot do collars. If something's wrapping around my neck, it's awful. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't like that either because I have like a thick neck, so like I don't like shit like squeezing in on it.
Yeah.
But I guess if there was something that I feel is like specific to me is that something that I am like adamantly against is that I don't do like flip flops or sandals, and I hate them. I'm a big I don't go anywhere without shoes. I don't walk outside without shoes and socks on. Like I don't wear flip flops. I don't wear sandals. I don't like when other people wear flip flops and sandals or walk around with no shoes on.
Yeah, I used to come up here in Crocs.
Oh, yeah. Crocs are the worst. I hate Crocs.
Well, and I've said before,
John Cena's sponsored by Crocs or doing a.
Oh, really?
He's like at displays of stores. There's like a wall of Crocs, and he's like,
I've never seen this.
Here's John Cena promoting these Crocs.
You don't wear Crocs. Maybe
how do you know?
I don't know. That's
I think
true.
Crocs are the worst.
Dude speaks Mandarin. Why can't he wear Crocs?
I think Crocs are the worst.
I agree with you, but it's like to me, I know they're not fashionable. If I'm lazy, hey, I need to go get something outside real quick. I'm going to put them on and go and get them.
Just slip your shoes on. How much time are you saving between slipping Crocs on and slipping your shoes on?
Well, if I don't have
an extra
socks
5
on,
seconds per shoe at least.
It's like you have to sit down, put socks on. Put your shoes on, tie them. All that stuff.
I have slip-on Vans though without socks. I just slide those on.
But just to let you know, I don't have any Crocs anymore. To let you know,
you don't have to appease me.
I want to appease you.
I'm gonna judge you, but
another thing is Doug doesn't like is what was it? Sometimes I was take my shoes off in here, and I was like, "What's he doing with no shoes on or no socks on, or whatever?"
I just think I would never do it.
Also, when I was younger, I would go barefoot, but now I can't stand going barefoot outdoors and stuff. Can't stand it.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Especially like dudes who wear flip flops and shit. Like I ain't trying to see your fucking feet. Like
you're not trying to see my feet whenever I wear sandals.
I know. I'm not trying to see.
I would be embarrassed. Like sometimes, I
ain't trying to see your feet, man.
We'll go for a long time and oh yeah, I forgot to cut my toenails. They're a little long, and I don't want to go out there and people see my long ass toenails. And I'm like, nah.
No one's going to look at your toenails.
Yeah, you never know. I'm looking everywhere. You never know.
And even if they do, they're not going to be like, oh my God, look at that guy's toenails.
I am judging all you motherfuckers.
See, look.
That's Doug. He doesn't count.
To all you motherfuckers, I'm saying in my head, put some fucking shoes on, you assholes.
Wear all the sandals you want. Let those toenails
grow. Didn't Nakamura wear sandals or something? What was that picture?
I sent you a picture of him wearing Crocs because I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Let those toenails go, man. Let them go. Wear all the sandals you want. Send pictures of your feet in sandals to Doug.
Only kids. There's a cutoff. I can tolerate kids being barefoot to a certain age, and after that, I'm just put some fucking shoes on.
See,
was it once you have hair on your feet?
No, Nah, I don't know. I
think
I just know
Crocs
when I see it.
work perfectly, like if I'm at the beach or something.
So I don't know how often you frequent the beach, but do you?
Last time I was at the beach, I wore fucking Chucks.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the question, Victor. Certainly appreciate it.
And they got all sandy and everything, and I was like, you know what? Even though it's like weird that there's sand all up in these Converse right now, it's still better than being one of those assholes in flip-flops.
All right.
You know what to get Doug for his birthday?
That's right. Sandals. Open.
What was
Open.
those?
The
Remember
flip-flops.
years ago? Was it like New Japan? They had like Crocs. You remember you sitting there like red?
Yeah, I was
Remember
going to buy them for you just
Man,
because
I would
they're
have loved
fucking-
those. Those would have been awesome.
Just because of the absurdity of them.
Get your croc on. Next bit of feedback we have is from Ace McSpade saying, first they cancel Legends with JBL, now talking smack. That sucks. I guess we can't be having wrestlers going off script lest we have another pipe bomb or Austin 316 incident. That could be a real disaster for the wrestling biz.
Yeah, I didn't watch the JBL show. Did he? I mean, okay, I take that back. I watched like a little bit of the first one, and after that, I was like, I can't stand JBL that much. So I didn't really watch
I watched
it. So
one or two of
did he-
them.
I guess he did go off the script and do whatever. Or?
I mean, he talked about people in different promotions and other stuff, but I never thought it was that crazy. But I don't know. It's interesting how much more in control the backstage folks feel like they need to be, as opposed to saying, go out there and do your stuff. It's no, stick to the script and don't deviate from it.
I guess they have a way of checking their views on their shows. Like, oh, it's not getting that much, so we need to, get rid of it.
Yeah. And then I saw one comment where it was maybe the crew who had to stay the extra hour past 205 live, or like, okay, come on, guys, we're tired. Let's go home.
I'd say one that's successful, and they don't do it all the time, is Table for Three.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I watched the one. Actually, I watched two of them this past week. I watched the one with Corey Graves, Renee Young, and Lita, and then I watched the one with the Nation of Domination, and that one was funny.
I didn't get to watch that.
Oh man, go and check that one out. It is hilarious.
The last one I watched was with AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels, and Kevin Nash.
Yeah. The Nation of Domination one. You remember the interview we had with Mark Henry a while back, and afterwards we were like, dude, I would love to just sit there and talk with him just for like for hours. It was that exact same feel. Like they're all, it's Farouk or Ron Simmons, Mark Henry, and The Godfather, and so they're all just talking like that, and it was awesome. So definitely make sure to go and check that one out. But thank you, Ace McSpade. Next bit of feedback we have is from James saying, looks like y'all got the Khali pay-per-view appearance right. I was wondering who is going to be the next challenger to Jinder. And we actually got that answer on SmackDown. It could be either or both John Cena or Shinsuke Nakamura. So should be interesting to say the least. Final bit we have of feedback, Fear Reaper saying, offhand question for you guys, but who, WWE or Indie, would you start a tag team with? And Daniel, how excited are you for the return of your favorite superstar Khali? Keep up the fantastic work.
That's hilarious.
So who would you start
Daniel
a
doesn't
tag
really
team
like
with?
Great Khali.
Who would you start a tag team with? Like, who would be my tag partner?
No, who would you put together, I guess?
I don't think that's what he's asking.
Oh, I don't know then.
It says, who would you start a tag team with?
Oh.
So, Tyler, if you could choose any person.
I didn't mean to assume Fear Reaper.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, if you could start a tag team, who would be your tag team partner? WWE or indie talent?
Off the cuff of my brain.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle.
Nice. How about you, Doug?
I'm going Zack Sabre Jr.
Cool. Matt Riddle sounds like a good one.
Yeah, I picked someone else.
Who, I just blanked on his name, and I'm even friends with him on Facebook, which makes me sad. who was it that Keith Lee? There it is. I'd go with Keith Lee. That is a big man who is agile. So, yeah, he's bigger than I am. So we'd run this place. It'd be interesting. But thank you so much for the feedback, everybody. We certainly appreciate it. Just a reminder, if you happen to be listening to us on iTunes, feel free to leave us a review. And if you're in a different country other than the United States, please post on our Facebook page, WNS Podcast. Let us know that you did it, because we like to read them out and give recognition to it. So thank you very much. Let's talk about Battleground. Like I said, I did not get to catch this. I did see the New Day versus Usos, but
that's all you really needed to see.
Yeah. The kickoff match saw Aiden English defeat Ty Dillinger. I don't know if you guys caught that match or if there was anything to it.
No.
Just a simple
yes and no.
Okay. The New Day defeat the Usos to become tag team champions. This was a very fun match.
No Big E.
Yeah, no. Yeah. That's why I thought they were going to lose, because Big E wasn't wrestling, and I know you can't go by that, but that's kind of an indication. A little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Well, in all honesty, that's usually the lineup they go with when they're gonna lose. Is they usually like leave Big E out when they're gonna drop, like not drop but lose.
Mm-hmm.
But this, if you think about it, I don't know. I mean, say the Usos won again, so New Day. I don't know. I guess they didn't pursue it. Who else would you put in the scene? So this is a good way for them to go back at it again. Keep it going on for longer.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking after the match, because when I was watching it, I was thinking, man, the Usos should have won that match. Just my opinion. I felt like they worked, both teams worked exceptionally well, and I just thought it was the wrong decision for New Day to win, or at least win the titles. They could have won the match, via disqualification or something along those lines. But for whatever reason, when I was watching, I was like, man, they should have given that to the Usos. Any thoughts on the matchup?
No, I thought the match was really good. Best match on the card for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any problems with the finish.
And backstage, it was actually revealed that was the first time that Xavier Woods has pinned someone to become a champion. So congratulations on that. And the New Day are your new tag team champions. Next matchup, we got to see Shinsuke Nakamura going up against Baron Corbin. This one ends in a disqualification.
This sucked. Nakamura looked like shit. And I don't know why you do this finish if Knox just going to pin him clean on SmackDown the 2 days later.
Yeah. Mic drop.
You're right. When he's not motivated, you know what I mean? I know that's what Doug says with Shinsuke, but they need to get past this. I don't know. I don't like Baron Corbin with Shinsuke. I know you want to, hey, let's have Shinsuke fight a lot of different people because it's gonna be a lot of new, fresh matchups. But you know how I said I'm always cool about fresh new matchups and stuff like that.
Yeah,
this is like the one I was not.
The match was very bad.
Was it just bad chemistry? It wasn't put together well?
All of the above. And I don't know, Nakamura doing shitty spots, and I don't know why you do a DQ finish to protect Nakamura if he's just going to pin him clean on SmackDown 2 days later. Then just have him pin him here. What's the difference?
Yeah. Okay. So Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Baron Corbin.
In fact, the match on SmackDown was actually pretty. The match on SmackDown was 10 times better.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference for them was. I don't know why they could make it work on SmackDown, but not at the pay-per-view. But the match was a lot better on SmackDown.
So Shinsuke defeats Baron Corbin via disqualification. That takes us into the Fatal 5-Way Elimination match. For the ladies, winner becomes the number one contender. The winner was Natalya. So what happened in this match?
Not much. It just wasn't very good.
I was trying to remember.
I mean, honestly, like this card is a bunch of like It just wasn't good. And I don't know that I have a ton to say about most of these matches. The Kevin Owens, AJ Styles finish was a little wonky. There's a lot of speculation of if it was AJ didn't get his shoulder up and he was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to believe that could be the case because why did they change it back on SmackDown again? That's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
So I tend to believe that he fucked up. Why put it back on him on SmackDown after you just put it on him at a house show out of nowhere? That's too much.
And I did see a clip of the pin. I'm confused. Like, if AJ was supposed to kick out, that was a slow 3 count. So did he just, for whatever reason, think that the ref was on 2 when he was on 3, or
the refs are supposed to count it like it's legit? So
yeah.
If he fucks up, then he fucks up.
But I saw that like the ref was groggy. So I mean, I'm guessing he got knocked down or something during the match.
I think a lot of people like misinterpret sometimes when the ref goes down, they think that's like a 1.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just him getting set. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that was it. I'd have to watch it back.
Yeah.
I just know that it was weird and
It had to be
they played it off like it was. They didn't. The atmosphere and how they handled it after, it seemed like it just wasn't what was supposed to happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard they didn't show any like replays or anything like that. So
That's crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is accidentally your new champion.
So I have no, I have to believe with all the supporting evidence that AJ just fucked up and that was not supposed to be the finish.
So jumping over to SmackDown, in this feud, we got the rematch between Jericho and Owens, but we also, between Styles and Owens, but we also got to see the return of Chris Jericho. So both Jericho and Styles said, well, hey, I have a claim to a rematch because I lost the title.
Jericho, I forgot, did he say he's back or he's just back in town for that?
I don't know. I think he's probably back in time for SummerSlam, and then he'll kind of do like 1 or 2 more pay-per-views and fade off until WrestleMania season. But I don't know.
I mean, I would rather they handle a lot of these older guys, especially like that. Like, let him come in, let him have a feud, let him, like, I don't need Jericho year round. There are other people who people get pissed off. People do the Cena's like leaving for Hollywood thing. Like, I sort of like that Cena comes back and is a big deal again for a little bit and then he's gone. You know, I sort of, there are people on the roster that works for, you know what I mean? So I have no problem if that's what the case is.
But I guess the question is, why bring Jericho back just for AJ to get the title off of Owens again?
Well, I think he's going to be sticking around for a little while.
Yeah. Okay. So Kevin Owens defeats AJ Styles at Battleground. Then on SmackDown, 2 days later, Styles defeats Jericho and Kevin Owens to become the United States champion.
I mean, with that happening, I don't know how anyone could not believe that it was just a fuck up, right?
Yeah. That was just their quick, let's get this right. Get the title back on the person that was supposed to have it.
But like, I mean, how would you handle that? Say that Owens was supposed to win it back, or say that Owens was supposed to win it back at SummerSlam. It almost feels like you shouldn't do that now, if that were the case, because it just feels like too
back and forth too quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if this fuck up happens and you go with it, then how do you handle SummerSlam if your original intent all along was to have Owens win it back at SummerSlam?
Yeah. There's no telling.
Would you? I mean,
Let
I'm saying
AJ win it. Well, I don't know if that's a big the pay-per-view. I was about to say let AJ retain, and then a little further down, Kevin Owens will take it off of him a little further down.
Well, and in the past number of weeks, they've been doing the whole, let's go back and rewatch the footage in front of the general manager. Look, my shoulder was up. Kind of thing. Yeah. So maybe they could have made a claim, AJ Styles had his shoulder up and the ref didn't see it, or
when's SummerSlam?
I don't know.
But they didn't. I mean, the only angle that I saw was his shoulders were down. SummerSlam's in August. Next month. I don't know the exact. I don't know the exact date. I assume mid to late.
Yeah, it's usually in the later end of the month. So we have some time.
There is no pay-per-views between now and SummerSlam, right?
I believe that is correct.
Brands?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think they're all focused on SummerSlam now.
You know what? I'm actually glad for that. I'm like, listen,
Cool it on the pay-per-views, guys.
But also,
when they're bad shows, it especially feels like a slog, you know? Like, when you get shows like we just got for Battleground, which was an absolute shit show, it feels like a real slog to have to watch that every 2 weeks when they're so bad.
Also, my mindset is in like
August 20th.
July. And you know, if you really think about it, we're in late July right now. So that'll be here before you know it. So they couldn't do a pay-per-view in between.
No. I mean, they could. They're just not going to this time. Thank God.
Let's have a Cyber Sunday.
Nope. So,
did you hear me? August 20th is the day.
Yeah. So the next matchup was John Cena versus Rusev in a flag match. So
it was pretty bad until the finish, which the finish was kind of hot and people were sort of into the finish, but it's hard to have a good flag match. It just is.
I saw a lot of comments, and this is from like the more patriotic folks saying, you know, the United States flag shouldn't be touching the ground, and why are they doing all this stuff? And
I'm that same way. You know, I don't care if it touches the ground and stuff like that. Little side note or whatever. I know there's some people I work for a school district, and sometimes I put up the flag and stuff at certain events before people get there, and there's some people. When I'm taking the flag down after events and accidentally sometimes it's touched the ground, and people get really mad about that. It's like, I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, that's just something that gets people upset, I guess. But anyway, so John Cena defeats Rusev in the flag match, which took us to Sami Zayn defeating Mike Kanellis. Anything really?
This is one of the weaker like pay-per-view debuts I can remember.
I didn't think he would lose on this pay-per-view, but he won the SmackDown before. So
yeah.
Whatever.
Sami Zayn got his win back. More of that 50-50 booking they love to do.
I mean, that's cool as WWE. I'm still not impressed with him.
50-50 booking that gets everyone over. So
yeah. Everyone's a star.
Yeah, I'm still not impressed with him, but I mean, it's still cool that he's over here in WWE.
And then, of course, Jinder Mahal defeats Randy Orton in the Punjabi prison match.
When Khali came out and like, see, Orton was up on the top, and so Khali was shaking it, and he flipped over.
Yeah.
And, like, he caught himself at the end. So Khali, like, I don't know how many rungs or whatever he, like, climbed up, 3 or 4. But I was like, oh, shit, he doesn't need to go any higher than this because I don't want him to fall and hurt himself.
You're worried about Khali? The Singh brothers are the ones taking those fucking stupid bombs trying to kill themselves.
That's for my entertainment. That's for my entertainment. We don't want Great Khali hurt, okay?
Not
Joe
Joe
like
Cool.
How you're like the Singh brothers who actually may kill themselves one of these days doing some of this shit. Khali goes up 3 rungs and you're like afraid for his well-being.
That's true.
You're going to end up having broken necks and you're going to be like, but is Khali okay?
Is Khali, yeah, man.
Samir Singh has a fucking death wish. He's fall. Did you see? That's a pretty, that's a big.
Oh my gosh. Every time, I don't know if like they plan shit like, oh, they're the rag dolls, just throw them around, you know? I mean,
they're the heaters. That's sort
they're
of
supposed to be the cruiserweights. So they're used to high-flying action.
That's sort of what they're there for, but they're taking exceedingly dangerous bumps, these guys.
There's that. What was the Orton flipping him on the table like a few weeks ago and over rotating? Like, oops. Oh, I just, you know.
They're fine. They're cruiserweights. They're used to high flying and crashing and burning. It's okay. It's okay. They're all right.
I like throwing these cruiserweights around.
Yeah. Well, that pretty much does it for Battleground. Let's go ahead and talk about SmackDown Live since we've been kind of jumping back and forth. We got to see Shinsuke Nakamura defeat Baron Corbin, as we already discussed.
Better than the pay-per-view.
Charlotte teaming up with Becky Lynch to defeat Lana and Tamina. Anything?
Not much to talk about here.
Jinder Mahal came out, cut a promo, demanding to know who he's going to be facing next. John Cena came out, congratulated him.
What the fuck is up with Jinder's nose? Is that a scar? Is that a birthmark? You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's a scar.
Okay.
I think he suffered a cut or something over his nose, on the bridge of his nose, and I think it just scarred up.
Gotcha.
I think.
I was about to say, I have no clue.
Because every time I look at him, I was like, that didn't used to be there. I know that it didn't used to be there.
I want to say it was like a pay-per-view or something. He got like a little cut over his nose.
Right, yeah.
Or maybe SmackDown or something like that.
How long has Jinder been keep having the title?
3 months,
somewhere around there.
something like that.
Hey, man, this is awesome so far. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know that it's been awesome.
Not like a super awesome ride, but I'm still glad that
The fact that they're giving him the.
I'm glad that they've stuck with him and let him see.
It hasn't been like a super awesome run. I agree.
Nah, I mean they started out really strong with presenting him like really credibly, and I mean not so in the sense that they made him seem like a big deal. They gave him some heaters. They're giving him like like a cool new entrance, and like they made him feel like a big deal. I felt like he stepped his game up from like a work rate perspective. He's still not lighting everyone's world on fire with like work rate, but I feel like he's
trying, damn it.
I mean, he certainly is. And I certainly don't think it's been a flop by any means. I just don't think it's been. To be honest with you, I'm excited to see him feud with someone other than Orton. Like Orton has just been so still for me, and so I'd like to see like what him and Cena can produce. I mean, I'm going to go out on the assumption that Cena is his SummerSlam opponent.
A lot of people are thinking it's going to lead to a triple threat.
Maybe so. Yeah. Maybe so. But I mean,
Cena, Shinsuke, and Jinder.
Even that is more like a lot more intriguing to me than any more Randy Orton stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's been awesome, but I'm glad that they have rode it out and not like panicked and like switched the title. Not that they really need to, because they've sort of hit the like. It's not like the ratings are going to dip lower than they've dipped, and they have. I mean, they're at like their like steady point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got the whole entourage going. We got a good thing going on with Singh Brothers and Great Khali. We got some good shit. I'm serious.
No, I mean, we're sort of, we may seem like we're being like ironically like in favor of this Khali shit, but I do think it works.
Well, you know what I mean? You, not him.
I know. You know what I mean? Like people may get the impression that we're saying this Khali shit in a joking way, and we sort of are. But in all honesty, I think he works for the group, and I do like him just as like the muscle or whatever. So
time will tell for the Great Khali. I haven't seen any details on like the status of his contract or anything, but supposedly they brought him in to help get Jinder over with the crowd, I guess. I don't know.
1.3 million.
Billion, sir. Billion.
That's what I said, 1.3 billion.
It sounded like million.
Well, that's because I have a shitty voice.
This is going to be a stupid question, but does the crowd like Great Khali?
He's like
in India, he is like
a
top star.
Yes, but I mean,
but I think that's what they're trying to go for.
Oh, that's what. Okay, I thought you meant like here.
He's given he's like the shit in India, and he's given the rub to the Jinder by association.
I got you.
It was even sort of weird, like whenever the thing was over, like Khali was holding the belt.
He grabbed the belt and it was just holding it up. I'm like, no, dude, you're not the champion.
Khali, no, he's not the champ.
He could be. He'll defeat Jinder Mahal and become the ultra superstar, even more than he already is. So Cena came out, cut a promo. We might get to see him or Shinsuke.
How do you think that match is going to go down? You think it's going to be something good?
Which
you think
one?
Shinsuke is going to step up as...
God, I hope so. Because I know a lot of people have wanted to see that match, Cena versus Shinsuke. So I'm glad that the WWE is actually taking the chances and giving us some of those matches. I think it's pretty cool. We got to see Sami Zayn team up with Ty Dillinger to defeat Aiden English and Mike Kanellis. The New Day were beat down by the Usos, and then we saw the result of the triple threat match, AJ Styles regaining his United States Championship. So all in all, I thought SmackDown was enjoyable. I thought it was okay. But they did have the debut of Smacking Talk with Renee Young and Daniel Bryan with their guest Chad Gable, and turns out Daniel Bryan is now a father of two. It's Chad Gable. It's his son.
Dude, so y'all were into SmackDown?
I didn't think it was bad.
Because as I was watching Raw this week, I was like, wait a minute. Is Raw the A show again? That's what I felt watching Raw this week.
There were parts of Raw that I did enjoy. But I was probably 50-50 this week.
Maybe I was so sour coming off of Battleground.
Yeah. Well, plus Raw had that great brawl in the beginning.
It was a Braun just throwing fools and stuff.
That poor guy. That poor security
guy
dude.
or whatever. Just threw him over the ropes. No one to catch him. Just land on the.
What were your thoughts on that, Doug? With that security guard being just hurled over the top rope and landing, what was it, like hip first onto the ground? And
I mean, he's just trying to make Braun look cool, and he's probably trying to impress someone. He's just a guy they brought in for the day. He tried to impress them by doing a cool bump.
Did good, kid.
that was a nasty bump. Like, I was expecting someone to be there to, like, catch him, and the fact that no one was there and you just see the giant thud, it was just sickening.
Ow, my hip.
He landed. I mean, it's a long drop, but he landed like in the safest position he could have. Like,
Yeah.
he landed relatively safely.
There's no soft landing for that, but he did the best he could.
No, but it's not like fucking Samir Singh landing on his fucking head when someone over rotates you. You know what I mean?
I should have been laughing.
There's like
Or James Ellsworth tucking his chin for a Styles Clash.
Yeah, but that would be his own mistake.
Yeah. Oh no, when Ellsworth did get thrown out, and he just like landed straight on the mat, didn't he?
He was still trying to earn that 2-year contract at that point.
The things
Hey,
we
come
do.
on, man! I would take that bump to just, just to be Carmella's second. Like, that's easy work. He's just gotta stand around and be a heater for Carmella.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the security guard's bump. I'm there's no way I would take that bump.
Oh no, I'm talking about Ellsworth taking a couple of stupid bumps, and now all he has to do is be like Carmella's second, for 2 years. That's a sweet gig for 2 years. That's
He
easy
doesn't
work.
really have to hurt himself by wrestling.
I'll limp around for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as highly speculated for Raw, the Fatal 4-Way was announced for SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman. A brawl breaks out. All hell breaks loose. And the crowd was definitely hyped for that.
This was cool. It got over with the crowd. Every guy got over with the crowd. It's almost like it's real simple. It's almost like wrestling can be so simple. It's almost like if you present a bunch of guys as tough guys and then have them talk tough to each other, it's almost like that gets the fuck over. I don't know. We may be overthinking it a little bit, but it's almost like it's so simple.
Well, now calm down, because there's several weeks before SummerSlam, so they have a lot of storytelling to go into that. Simple
Yeah,
fact.
but they're not trying to like make
They have plenty of time to ruin it.
They sure do, but like but they're not trying to like over. It doesn't feel like they're trying to overthink it right now. It's not like some convoluted bullshit. It's just like these guys are fighting with each other. They all think they're tougher than each other, and they're just fucking saying how they think they are.
I don't think this has Braun and Brock had like a confrontation, like fighting wise.
Not fighting. They've had a face to face, and then
I'm ready for
Braun
that.
back down.
I know they're gonna it's gonna be like one of those things where they're not gonna get to each other like at the beginning of the match. Everyone's gonna be like doing their own thing, and then
It'll be that thing where they
finally get together.
They're alone in the ring, staring each other down, and then Samoa Joe will attack Lesnar, and Roman Reigns will attack Braun, and they'll brawl and all that. Like,
But they're gonna get their
they'll
moment
tease
together,
it.
because I want to. I'm so interested in that. I mean, I'm interested in the whole match. Don't get me wrong. But,
Yeah.
I can't remember a time in recent memory, maybe ever, that I've genuinely wanted to see a 4-way this bad. Like, that I was genuinely interested in all the participants in a 4-way match. Ever, maybe.
I just hope
for certain in recent memory.
I just hope that the match is good, because, like you guys are saying, I'm getting hyped for this match. Like, I want to see it, and I don't want to be disappointed.
But there could be a disappointing factor. I don't know. I hope not.
Well, sure, there could always be, but I'm hoping that I at this point, I really don't care which direction they go. I just want the match to be enjoyable.
Yep.
So, will we see it? Time will tell.
Jesus Christ. For as much shit as we give them, they've managed to keep like all 4 of these guys credible, which is pretty
hard.
I don't think it's hard for them, maybe. I mean, like, I think there are like plenty of ways to keep 4 different people credible and feeling like a big deal, but for them it feels like a miracle. You know what I mean? All these guys feel like a valid threat to each other. You know what I mean?
After this shit, I don't know what you're gonna do with these guys, or some of them, I should say.
Yeah, they'll pair them off. Brock's gonna go away for a while till the Rumble. You know, it'll work out. It'll work itself out.
Finn might be able to come up a little bit,
unless Brock goes away, and then when they have a triple threat, maybe like Braun, Joe, and Reigns. I don't know.
Maybe. But after that, we got to see a no disqualification match between Elias Sampson and Finn Balor. This match ends when Elias...
You walk with Elias?
I do not. Elias got some help from Bray Wyatt, who attacked Finn Balor, giving Elias the win. Leading up to the match, the match was okay. There's something about Elias Sampson. He just seems okay. You know, he's all right on the mic. He's okay in the ring. But there's nothing really that's stands out for him.
Is it good?
I mean, he can strum better than I can, so I got to give him credit there.
I sort of like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
I mean, he's getting the reaction that he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be getting that heel reaction.
I think he knows his character pretty well, and I think he knows like how to work it.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of like it. I don't know. To be honest, I haven't seen enough to know that he's good or bad, but like, I don't know that I love him in the ring yet, but I know that I like the way he presents himself. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I know backstage they had like a Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan, all kinds of backstage segments. But I mean, that kind of leads up to the match where Jason Jordan defeats Kurt Hawkins.
Hey man, he has to start low.
He's got to work. Yeah, he's got to start at the bottom and work his way up, I guess. I don't know how I feel about this angle. No pun intended. It's just, I don't know.
Jason Angle.
Yeah. I don't know. Are y'all
chance.
still okay with it?
I like it.
Yeah.
I gotta give it,
I gotta
see what's gonna happen.
I like what Jason and Kurt were able to do with it. I felt like they made it feel as genuine as it could possibly feel. Still up until this Raw again, like just Jason talking about like it before his match.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he made that work. And it was just a showcase match. I don't know what there is to not like about it.
Yeah.
What were the colored parts of his gear? Like, do you know what I mean? The little, it was like black and white zigzag, or not black and white stripes or zigzags or something.
Was
and then
it
like
gold?
No, there were different colors, but I couldn't tell like what the design was on his new gear.
I don't know.
I like his new look, but I couldn't tell like what it was.
I'll see if I can find it.
But for me, this worked. I don't know what there is not to like about it yet.
Yeah. Let's see. We got to see Big Cass go up against Enzo. How about that?
I know it's just,
Yep.
I'm done with this.
I am as well. Even with the Big Show being involved, like, I'm done. I don't know. That's kind of like, oh, that's weird.
What is it?
We're looking at the Jason Jordan photo.
Is it just like a little different pattern on top of the other pattern?
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
It's also on the backside, like around too.
Oh
maybe
yeah, I
not.
see. Yeah, it's on the left side.
I sort of like it. I just don't know. Is it just like a new take on the like 80s style gear they were already doing?
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
I sort of like it.
Huh.
I thought Jordan looked good. Did you not think he looked good?
I mean, I thought he looked
good,
fine. Yeah. We'll see how he builds in the coming weeks and months. So yeah, Big Cass easily defeats Enzo.
I mean, how could you possibly give him a better chance of succeeding than this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Angle's gonna help him, and I mean his talent that he has is gonna help him too. So.
Yeah, Big Cass defeats Enzo. Big Show comes down, and he got rid of his beard. I don't know if you guys caught on to that.
I did not. I know you said something about it, but I wasn't.
He went back to the little goatee that he has.
Good for him. He sure looked dumb.
You know what? I just
that was the source of his power, though.
I just do not care. The whole Enzo Cass and Big Show thing. I'm like,
yeah. Let it end.
It's like I loved them together, and then now they're separate, and I can't stand it.
Yeah. Because it's like, okay, once this is over, what's going to happen? Nothing. They're both going to fade into obscurity. All three of them. I don't know. After that, we got to see Nia Jax defeat Emma, short fashion, because Emma said, well, hey, maybe I'll start dating your son so I can get attention to Kurt Angle. And he said, okay, well, you want competition, you want to be on Raw, here's the match with Nia Jax.
How about that forward flip senton thing he did?
That was sick.
The crowd was like, ooh.
That was pretty nuts. After that, we got to see Akira Tozawa. I actually liked the focus that they put on Akira Tozawa, where he's like, look, you're screwing me out of my match, and I didn't want to quit and all that. He's getting frustrated with Titus O'Neil. Neville came out.
They're going to break him up.
Nah, I hope not.
That's what they're going. I know WWE.
Akira brawled with Neville, and then Arya Daivari comes out of nowhere and attacks.
He's going to be your new champion.
Both of them. I don't think so.
Not Cedric.
I don't know. I still think it'll be Cedric Alexander. But any thoughts on that? No?
What about the Entertainer?
Cedric the Entertainer. I don't know if he's a cruiserweight. After that, we got to see Bayley go up against Sasha Banks, #1 contendership match.
This was good.
Yeah.
I missed this.
They put on another good matchup. These two have, just great chemistry. It's sort of similar to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. When you put them in a match against one another, they know what to do, and they're going to go out and do it. So they performed well. They put on an entertaining match. Bayley got the win, and it looks like they're starting to plant the seeds of Sasha turning heel because they had.
I think they've been simmering, slow simmering that for a long time now.
Yeah. Well, now they're sort of highlighting it with the backstage segment, and Sasha kind of had a little attitude towards Bayley, and so we'll look forward to that.
And that's sort of always the dynamic of their relationship. They're friends, but
frenemies.
Well, they're not frenemies. They're genuine friends, but Sasha's always sort of yeah, but I'm the fucking one, and Bayley's like, hey, you can't count me out because I could do it too. That's sort
I've beaten you before.
That's the dynamic of their relationship.
Yeah.
So it's always sort of there in the background, even when it's not there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But Bayley gets the win, and Alexa Bliss comes down, and they have a stare down, and that ends that. Jason Jordan defeats Kurt Hawkins. We got to see the Revival going up against Gallows and Anderson, and it seemed like Gallows and Anderson were doing sort of a babyface promo, trying to get over with the crowd. The crowd seemed pretty hot for them. They were even doing the nerds thing.
I don't know that it's a babyface, just so much as that it was directed at
the Revival.
Yeah.
So they had a matchup. The Revival gets the win. The Hardy Boys came out and attacked the Revival. So we'll see where it goes from there. The main event of the show, Ambrose teaming up with Rollins in a 3-on-2 handicap match against Miz and the Miztourage. The story being, are Ambrose and Rollins going to get back together? Can they still be a cohesive unit? And
Nope.
Well, which was it?
I don't know.
Oh, Doug, which was it?
Which was it is we don't know yet.
That's right. Amber.
I like where they're. I like how they so rarely show patience to let things play out in a believable time period.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually either we make a turn that doesn't make any sense, or it doesn't feel like we've allowed for an adjustment period to where it would feel like this could actually happen. For some reason, they're straddling the line and letting it play out in at the right pace for me to be like, man, this fucking works. This is working for me. Just the way just they sort of inch forward towards it every week to where backstage promo, he's like, hey, come on, are we good or what? And he's like, You've got to worry about 3 people, but I've got to worry about 4. But then they get it together in the match, and then Ambrose is fucking pumped that they won, and he's like, yes,
bring it in,
let's get a hug, let's get a dab, and then he puts out the shield fist. He's like, hey, we're not there yet, buddy, come on, and
I'm just happy for the win.
Yeah,
happy to be here.
For whatever reason, feel free to disagree, but this is working for me. So rarely do they show
the
patience. Yes. Pleasantly surprised. I mean, I think we all know this is probably going to a SummerSlam match with Cesaro and Sheamus. I think that's where they're going.
Just because, like, Dean Ambrose and, like, the Seth Rollins for so long was, like, blah.
Well, separately they were.
Yeah,
separately, that's what I mean.
I'm still not in love with them, like, as performers. What I'm saying is this angle works for me, the way they're letting this angle play out for them.
And there's such a connection with the crowd when you mention the Shield. So for them to tease it,
that's how they're like get them into this.
Well, yeah.
Shield.
Well, yeah. So I'm liking it. I like the friction where Rollins is like, dude, come on, just let it go. Let's move on. We both said our piece. Let's go out there and
I will never get over
work
it
together. And Ambrose is still like, dude, you stabbed me in the back. I still don't know if I can trust you again. So I like it. It's working. But that pretty much does it for Raw. We already covered the hot topics with the smacking talk segment, which was pretty entertaining. I didn't have a chance to check out anything else in the wrestling world. Do you guys have anything? Any 2K18 news or?
Nope.
No? All right. How about you, Doug?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, I guess that can do it for us this week. If you have any questions for us or feedback, feel free to leave it on our YouTube channel, WNSvideo, or our Facebook page, WNS Podcast. You can check us out on WrestlingNewsSource.com, or WrestlingNewsSource.com on Facebook, or you can subscribe to our show on iTunes if you so choose to by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We have some great colleague questions. We'll answer it, but the person who really wants to answer it is actually Daniel.
Yeah.
So
bring it.
Doug and I like talking about it, but Daniel likes to talk about him more.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, yeah, you can follow us on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. And all you have to do is just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
Yeah, the podcast is on Twitter at WNS Podcast. Daniel is at WNS_Daniel. And Tyler is at Tyler_Abear.
There you go. For the podcast crew, I am Daniel Heron.
I'm Tyler Abear.
I'm Doug.
And we will catch you all next week.
Peace.